everybody, and welcome to another video in Photoshop CS6. In this video and in the couple of like 3 or 4 videos, I'm going to talking about basic selection tools, and it's really important. It's not like the basics, it's something that you have to know and you have to learn if you want to master your skills in Photoshop. So again, I have all these things here, but you don't really need them. In fact, I think I'm going to delete them. So I'm just going to select all of these by having the control button clicked, and then I'm going to this bin here and deleting them. I don't need the stroke or the fill layers, so again, I'm going to delete these layers too. So let's start the basic selections tools. The first one I'm going to show you is this Marquee tool that we talked in the last video a little bit, but let's just see the rectangular Marquee tool. It's very simple and you don't have to learn a lot of things here. It's just some shapes like this. If you want to deselect this area, then you will click on Ctrl plus D and this area will be deselected. But here it's very easy to be used. Right, let's just see the elliptical Marquee tool. I'm going to have like Ctrl D to deselect the rectangular. So again, I'm going to the elliptical Marquee tool. And this is an elliptical shape. Again, I will have like Ctrl D, and then I'm going to hit like then you need this M, so the hotkey for this is M, right? And here you can have this beautiful shape of an elliptical. So I'm going to hit like Control copy. Alright, so I have copied this cut here, and I'm going to open like another image of cuts again, and I'm going to have another layer, and in this layer I'm going to paste this cut. Alright, like Control Z, delete this layer, and just simple Control copy. But this is a background, it's not going to work, and now you don't need to have a layer. So if you have unlocked this layer, then you just have to hit like Control copy, and you don't need to create an extra layer. Okay, let's go back to this image. I'm going to hit Control D to deselect this area. Okay, and then you have the single row Marquee tool and the single column Marquee tool. These tools are also very simple, like this, which is a line, a row, or you can have the single column, and again this is a column. And as you can see, it's only a column, nothing more. So I don't think that you will use very often the single row or the column. I guess that you will use more the elliptical or the rectangular Marquee tool. Okay, now let's continue with the Lasso tool. Alright, okay, another thing that I forgot to mention is that if your toolbar doesn't look like this, you can click on this little button here, and you have your one column, or you can have it like 2 columns like this. For me, it's more convenient with the 2 columns, but again, it's up to you and you can decide what you prefer. So yeah, let's continue with the Lasso tool. The first thing is something very simple, like this. Okay, so it's like a pencil tool, and you have your selection. You can move it around. Again, you can copy and paste it wherever you like, but I don't think that this is very convenient, or at least it's not convenient in all cases. It's more probably like that you will need something more specific, and I'm zooming here in this cut, and I'm going to select now the Polygonal Lasso Tool, and I'm going near the cut and I'm going to start shaping it, right? And maybe the line is very thick and it's not very visual in your laptop or in your computer, but stick with me a little bit more. Okay, let's say that this is perfect. Alright, and now you see that I made a selection here. If I don't like this selection, I'm going to hit like Control Z or Control D or even Escape. And with Escape, all your selection will be deselected. Right, I'm going to have another layer, and now I'm going to show you the Magnetic Lasso Tool, which for me is the one that I'm using more, but I know that many designers also use the Polygonal Lasso, so more people play around Polygonal and Magnetic. Let's again make this case in the Magnetic tool. As you can see, this tool will help you to go around your size, so you don't have to be that precisely, because this tool will do this for you. Alright, so yes, sometimes it makes some weird shapes that are not great, but if you are a little bit detailed by yourself, you will probably make something quite perfect. Alright, so bear with me a little bit more. Okay, and now we selected this cut. You can, copy it. Yes, because I was in layer 1 and not in original image, I got this error. But now I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to put it like wherever I like. So here it's in layer 2. I'm going to delete layer 1. Okay, and now I have the layer 2. And if I deselect the original image here by clicking on this icon, I'm only going to have the layer 2 with this cut. Okay, and let's go back in layer 2 and original image so you can see both cuts. Again, I can go to another image and just paste it. Okay. Let me click on a new layer. Okay, here, did you see this? I'm going to have a Control Z. Okay, and Control V. So I have the two images here. Alright, I think this is great. Now, what else? Let's going to continue with this quick selection tool, and then I'm going to talk about the magic wand tool. I think that this case is going to be better, so I'm going to delete these extra layers here. Okay, and I'm in this image that it's not locked, right? So maybe if you have a new image, it will be locked, but if you double click on it, then you can unlock it, so it will be a layer. Okay, I have selected here the quick selection tool, and what this tool does is exactly as the name poses, so you can quickly select something. For example, here I quickly selected the cat's face. Again, here I'm going to select the body and maybe the tail. So if you wanted something like more detail, maybe you should have used the Lasso tool, but if you wanted something quickly and like this, so it's okay to use the quick selection tool. Again, you can copy and paste it, or even you can apply some of these filters or extra layers. It's up to you to use whatever you like. Now, last but not least, I have the magic wand tool. This is quite cool. For example, I will just click on this rock here, and as you can see, it has selected everything that it has a similar color as this rock, or I don't know the proper name for this thing here. So it has selected everything, but maybe you don't want something so big. Maybe you specifically want something smaller, maybe only this area. So I'm going to hit like Control D to deselect it, and then I'm going to have click this contiguous. Just click on it, and then I have the tolerance in 30. Sometimes it's like 100 or 50, but I have selected this in 30. And now I'm going to select again the wand tool, and I'm going to click on this thing again. If you hit the contiguous or node, and if you play with the tolerance, you will be able to see the difference. For example, now this, of course, this is a different area, but you can see that it has selected only this small area. Or in this case, it has selected this small area. If I have this like 100, and then I click this, it has selected everything. So now you can see that there is a big difference in 100, or Control D, go back here and have it like 10, and hit it again, it has only this small area. So this is what Magic Wand Tool does in combination with tolerance and contiguous. Okay, I think this is for this video, but stay tuned for the next one, where I will be talking about brushes. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Bye!